Good afternoon, everyone. Took a little 2 day break from videotaping. You know, you have to do that sometime. This is Georgia Peach Nut, Miss Gail here, showing you an update on the seeds that we planted in this planter right here. It was a 72, that's a 36. The other half of it is empty. These are all peppers. The first two cells are bell peppers, and the rest of the cells hot peppers. Don't ask me which ones. It's just all hot peppers. I'm showing you how we went from here, planting seeds in this tray. And we went from there, and I'm going to cross over, and we went to here. This is what you get. This is what you do, what you can do indoors. Now, this is the Swiss chard, and over here is the collards. In between those two are the Brussels sprouts. The Swiss chard and the collards are going to come out. We'll do that together. But I want you to see how big they've grown. Using this method that I use in a 6.5 hefty storage bin, I put holes in the bottom, and I use cardboard to divide each section. And I planted what was once over here into here using peat moss, my sand seed starting mix. I have given it some nutrients, basically a very light feeding of Miracle Grow, liquid Miracle Grow, and some Super Thrive, but a very faint amount. The Brussels sprouts I will take out in March, and the broccoli I would take out in March, but today I will take the collards out and the Swiss chard. They're ready. They can go out. They're ready to go outside, and put them in a container, which will be their final home. What's in this little cup over here? That's kale. It's going outside today too. I think you guys already know. If you've been following me, you already know where that kale is going to go with the other kale. This right here in the same 6.5 hefty storage container, and you can see the cardboard that I put in, cardboard pieces to divide. Right here, that spot that's empty, that's where the radishes were that we planted outside. And remember, the squirrel came and uprooted them, so we had to come up with a concoction to keep them out. We will go back and visit that later. But remember, we up-potted them and re-up-potted them again. Over here, this is the Malabar spinach. This is my first time growing Malabar spinach. Let me tell you, do you see this? Let's see. Do you see this? It's taking over. I should have done my homework. It is not like your normal spinach. This stuff is a vining plant, and I gave a shot at that same solution, mild Miracle Grow and very mild Super Thrive, and it just took off. And you cannot see what's next to it, but next to it is the broccoli, and it's shading it out. So, man, the Malabar spinach is a warm weather to hot weather crop. Look at that. Y'all see all that? I mean, come on. I've got to come up with an idea. I can't put this out to May. It's the end of February. Really? And the person who asked me to grow it for them, I got a thing or two for them. But you know, I'll come up with something. It has to vine, and it's going to have to come out of here. So I have to get a taller one of these storage containers, something deep, and I guess stick some bamboo shoots in it, something, and let it bind up. And it's going to have to spread out. It's going to need its own container. I'll probably put a heating mat on the floor and sit that container on the heating mat. But that container will have to be inside of something larger so that when I water it, it will drain to the bottom, or I need to be able to bottom water it. Plus, do all this and keep gnats out the house. That's going to be a challenge. And I have to get my spring and summer seeds ready this week. hopefully today. So I will be transferring the Swiss chard, collars out, and I'll just make room for this over here, the peppers. I have to be careful with that because those peppers, if they cross over into the Brussels sprouts or their roots go over here, it can get that taste in it. So you have to be careful. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in and show you what's growing on. As you can see, we have growth. I just want you new people who are watching this to be encouraged. All this started from a little seed. You put it in the seedling tray as I showed you in one of my videos. Go back and look at my videos. Just find how to start your garden in a seed tray, or how to grow in a seed tray, using the seed tray or whatever, planting seeds in the seed tray. And this is what you'll get. And then it can only stand here for so long. These have been past their time to come out. And you can put them from here into a cup. It depends on how many you're growing. You can just put it in a cup. That's deep. And that's enough depth for it to stand there for maybe almost 2 months. Or you can take them and you can transfer them or transplant them here into a situation like this. You got to have drainage though. And this is sitting inside of a tray. This is a tray right here. No holes in it. So when you water it, the water goes down into here, but our bottom water, that's why that, I don't know if you can see the cardboard that's at the bottom. I put too much water in there, so I had to hurry up and come up with a solution to sop that water up because I didn't want the roots to become root bound. But I will take the cardboard out today. Lots to do today. But anyway, starting seeds in a seed tray, possibly putting that once it grows up into a cup or something like that, if you don't have a lot, and or moving it into a container like this if you're still in the house and you say, oh, what am I going to do? They're too tall, they're too big. You can get what these storage units, $4, $5. Take a soldering iron or a nail, drill a hole in the bottom, several holes. But you need a seed tray, or you can put in aluminum foil tray, an aluminum tray that the bottom will fit in. Come up with something. So when it's watered from the top, which you shouldn't do, but if you just have to do that, the drainage will have some place to go. But I water from the bottom. And I told you my setup. This seed tray is sitting inside of a heat mat, on top of a heat mat. So you have to be careful. Seed tray, no hose, because if you're doing a heat mat, the water will go through if it has holes in it. But you want some heat to come up from the bottom to help with the growth. You don't have to have a heat mat. I've grown without it for a long time. But this helps to germinate and helps speed up the growth of your plant. So it's left up to you and your budget. You don't have to do all this. But this is a very economical way to continue growing your plants indoors until the weather is suitable enough for you to take your plants outside. You see these storage units all over the place. So if you don't have a soldering iron, just get a drill. You don't need a big hole. Half an inch. I would probably use a half an inch drill, or if you use a 3/4 of an inch, you don't need as many holes. Use a nail. I've seen people take a nail and a hammer and just hammer the, holes in, or you can get a soldering iron. Soldering iron is the best thing for you because you can use it so many times. They have the ones that are electric and the ones that I think they're either battery, or you can just charge them up and take them outside. But don't go broke doing this. Make it easy on yourself. I'm just showing you what I do and giving you some options. Okay, you guys, I'll head it out to the garden. Y'all take care. I'll see you in the garden. Don't forget to hit the like button right now. Hit the like button. Y'all know me. Hit the like button. YouTube. Because if you don't like it, if you don't hit the like button, they put us way to the back. You don't want Miss Gail to be way to the back. So hit the like button, subscribe, call your friends, tell them to come on over and learn how to garden with Miss Gail. I don't have the perfect method. I'm just showing you what works for me. And just understand, like I always say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. We all have our different ways of gardening. Love you, and y'all take care. Bye.